Most supermodels fade when the industry decides they're no longer serving the purpose. But Heather Marks, she walked away on her own terms while still at the top of her game. Her beauty, her career, her fame, gone in a heartbeat. No scandals, no breakdown, just silence. So who was the girl with the perfect face and why did she never look back? This is the story of Heather Marks.
My name is Heather Marks, and I am from Calgary, Canada.
The doll-faced model was born on July 25, 1988, and at 12 years, she would take the modeling industry by storm. She grew up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. From a young age, Heather was an artistic person. Her ballet classes from a young age shaped her into a graceful runway model. Picture this: a 12-year-old browsing the mall, minding her business, and a scout stops her. That's how Heather was discovered. She was signed to Mode Models and became a favorite for local photo shoots and fashion shows. And Mode was just the first of many agencies to sign her. Heather's parents were working class, and they taught her a strong work ethic. She was the youngest of the 4 siblings. As a child, she would play dress up with her mom's clothes and style her hair. Her parents were fully on board. They even enrolled her in a local modeling school. Tall, thin, and with the kind of ethereal beauty that photographers only dreamt about. By 15, she packed her bags and moved to New York. That kind of move would intimidate most adults.
I never wanted to model. I was quite the tomboy when I was younger, never wore dresses, always had the mushroom cut. And then my mom entered me in this thing. It's like, do it. I was like, no. And I won and then went to New York, and that's...
Now, it is important to note that even if Heather was into all things arts, she wasn't really thinking of becoming a supermodel. At first, she was a bit hesitant. In her pre-modeling years, she was awkward, sporty, and sort of tomboyish. But her parents gave her that little nudge she needed to go for it. In an interview with a magazine, Heather said, "Once it happens, you either gotta do it or not. There's no in the middle."
I don't know what I want to do after. I want to do this, of course, make some money like every girl here, right? And I don't know. Do it for as long as I can, right? This is a kind of job. You never know how long it's going to last you.
Heather also revealed that she was a bit naive when she started working. Imagine working with Marc Jacobs, and you don't know who the powerful man is. But she said it was a good thing because she would have been under so much pressure. After doing small-time gigs with Mode Models, Heather was ready for the big stuff, and that's why she signed with Women Management. That gave her access to top designers like Betsey Johnson, Calvin Klein, and Marc Jacobs. Her debut? The Fall-Winter 2003 runway season. She was already working with the greats at 15. Talk of Valentino and Marc Jacobs? She wasn't just another pretty face. Her signature doll-like features, highlighted by her wide-set eyes, delicate bone structure, and an undeniable aura, made her a hit instantly. Fashion editors followed soon. She graced the covers of Elle, Vogue, ID magazine, and Harper's Bazaar. Vogue especially loved her. She was on the German, Korean, Latino American, Mexican, and Spanish Vogues. In 2006, she was in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Her beauty gave her opportunities outside of modeling. She also doubled up as a video vixen. She was in the music videos for popular artists such as The Killers and Arcade Fire. Not to forget her campaigns. She was the face of many beauty campaigns, such as Maybelline and Burberry fragrances. Her modeling career is one of the longest in the industry. She started around 2002 to 2003, when she was around 15 years old, right? Well, she's still making appearances, including some in the 2020s. She has racked up some good money, as her network is estimated well into the millions. The exact figure is not known.
It is hard work, definitely. Lots of long hours, and long hours. When we were in Italy, I swear we were working 20 hours every day, and you get sick from it, but at the same time, you gotta do it while you can. You gotta milk it for what it's worth, I guess, right?
Her career peaked between 2003 and 2007, when she was overly booked for every other season. We are talking about 98 shows every season, and she was only 15 to 17 years old. She was working with the greats, including Chanel, Dior, Marc Jacobs, and Givenchy. Although her career slowed down in terms of runway appearances starting in 2010, she never really retired. She was actively doing editorials, beauty campaigns, and occasional runway shows. She worked alongside models like Gemma Ward, Lily Donaldson, Jessica Stamm, and Daria Werbowie. She looked up to Kate Moss. She called her the best style icon. Heather was signed by 5 other agencies, including Women New York, Women Milan, Women Paris, Select London, and Louisa Hamburg to Munich. Her career has spanned over 20 years. Her presence has been steady and impactful. Heather didn't finish high school, and we can partly blame that on her parents. Let me tell you why. So Heather started to actively model at 15, right? She was right in the middle of high school. So obviously she couldn't juggle everyday shoots with school. She eventually dropped out to try a do-it-at-your-pace kind of high school. She didn't even last 1 week there. Next, she tried online schooling, and she did manage for a few months. But it was also hard. She would stay up until 3 a.m. finishing homework, then wake up early to get to work. So her parents gave her an ultimatum. Choose one, modeling or school, which isn't much of a choice, honestly. Modeling means you'll start earning like $5,000 every time you walk a show. High school meant homework and watching your crush walk with another girl. Her parents told her that school would always be there, and so she never looked back. But she has dreams of getting back to school. At least she got street smart. In 2012, she tried the film industry. And not what you'd expect. It was a horror movie, Silent Hill: Revelation 3D. Watch it. It was a sequel to the 2006 movie Silent Hill. They are based on a popular video game. In the movie, Heather plays Suki, a character with ethereal, doll-like features. It had disturbing visuals and haunting atmospheres, and Heather was able to summon her haunting persona. In an unforgettable scene, she was wrapped in a cocoon hanging from the ceiling and had to scream because someone was attacking her. Imagine being thrown into such a world without any sort of training, and you ace it. She's a multi-talented beauty. Talking of talent, Heather said in an interview that editorials were her favorites. And you know why? They allowed her to tap into her creativity. Remember how we said she always had an artistic side from a young age? On a runway, you spend hours preparing backstage just to strut the runway for a short time. She loved editorials because it was a social affair. She loved that she was involved in the process and working with a whole team.
I am very active. I love snowboarding, adrenaline, skydiving, anything like that.
Currently, Heather is enjoying her life in Greenwich Village, New York. She enjoys a very chill life, a far cry from the fast-paced life of the modeling industry. In winter, she will snowboard. In summer, she hides away in her summer house in British Columbia. She can stay there for 2 months at a time. And of course, she has a boat. She enjoys an outdoorsy lifestyle with lots of surfing and hiking. A girl deserves to eat the money she earned, right? She's not just a pretty face. In fact, she's a keen investor. She has invested in mutual funds, stocks, and real estate. Her network has not come from modeling alone. The Canadian model did not get married or have children. She has never exposed any past relationships or engagements. She's a generally private person and is razor-focused on her modeling career and personal interests. She enjoys life with her English bulldog. Although Heather was a social person, she liked to maintain strictly professional relationships at work. So even if you saw her work with the likes of Gemma Ward and Lily Donaldson, they were not really friends like that. While talking to LA Canada, Heather said, "I don't normally hang out with the other girls. We hung out when we were younger, but when you're working all day and you're finally done, you want to go somewhere else. When we're working, we get along really well, which is great because we can be friends at work. And I definitely don't have frenemies." So as you can tell, Heather was a model who knew exactly what she wanted. And her 6-figure net worth proves that. She didn't come to the party or enjoy the spotlight. The goal was always to get her money, express her creativity, and grow. And that is why you'll never hear a scandal involving this model. The 36-year-old model still gives us snippets of her presence at high-profile events. Be on the lookout for her.